Hi there, my name is Chris Morrissey. I'm the owner of Proforma Big Dog Branding in Fort Collins, Colorado, and this is video number 3 in a series that I'm calling Scammers versus the Promotional Products Industry. I am releasing this video with a sense of urgency as we have a new scam method that these scammers are using. It does come via email, but they are pretending to be suppliers in our industry, and they are trying to get distributors to either click on a link or click on a MS Word attachment. This is pretty important because MS Word isn't something that we typically have to worry about when you're clicking on attachments, but I'm going to show you what they're trying to do, and I would like to ask that you share this with all of your staff and anybody that you feel in the industry that could benefit from this. Let's get started. Okay, this is a copy of an email I most recently received. I've actually received several of these. Some of them come across in English, some of them are coming across in French, and I just pulled the most recent one to be able to show you. So if you look at the top, I've got an arrow pointed here up the upper left-hand corner showing that this email is showing that it's coming from Etching Industries, which was an industry supplier for years, from their conceptuals department. Etching Industries is now part of the St. Regis Group, and this is not a valid email. How they're doing the email address like this, I don't quite know yet. I'm trying to figure that out because it's actually showing that it's from etchingindustries.com, so conceptuals at etchingindustries.com. So I have been communicating with the St. Regis Group, and I know that they're looking into it, but just know that if you see emails, obviously with it being in French, that's going to throw you off to begin with, but you know, if you're a curious person like I am, when a supplier screws up and sends you a virtual that wasn't yours, don't lie. We all look at them just because we're curious. So in this particular case, it's showing that it's coming from conceptual. So the examples that the other examples that I have, they're sending a virtual for your approval, and it comes with an attachment, and I'm going to show you that attachment here in a little bit. But this one in particular, when you convert the French to English, I don't speak French, so I used Google Translate, and I know it's probably not the most accurate, but it gives us the general idea. So let's go ahead and show you what this translates. Okay, so on the right-hand side, you'll see the English translation, which is basically, thanks for the latest list of pending invoices attached. Could you please send individual invoices by email for something outstanding? It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. And then it says, I attached a copy of the invoice for reference. So this is mumble jumbled. They don't know what they're doing, but the fact that they've included a link for you to click on, and the fact that it looks like it's coming from Etching Industries, which again might break down some red flags and barriers for some people, I just felt that it was important to be able to show this. Okay, so here's a second email coming from the same address, conceptuals at etchingindustries.com. This one actually came with an attachment, and it's still in French, and the translation, which I'm going to show you here in just a second, is basically that they're sending you an attached invoice. Red flag should be, obviously, Conceptual's department isn't usually invoicing customers, so pay attention to that. So if you happen to open up that attachment, it's a Word document, not something we normally consider to be a risk. Usually you're worried about the executable files, things that come with an exe extension, that when you open them up they run something on your system. But in this particular case, they're trying to trick you into basically disabling your own security. So you'll see across the top it gives you a yellow warning that this could be a risk. But if you actually enable the content, you're going to unleash a Trojan virus on your system. And that Trojan virus can be anything from a virus just to delete your data and be malicious, or it could be ransomware to lock down your system and give them the ability to demand money from you. So it is never a good idea, if you ever see this screen, it is never a good idea to enable content. Don't do it. So things to pay attention to here is noting that the scammers are now figuring out that there is a relationship between distributor and supplier, and they're trying to exploit that. So they are pretending to be suppliers, hoping to take advantage of the distributor. I haven't seen or heard of any emails where it's in the reverse, where they're pretending to be the distributor trying to take advantage of the supplier. But if you've seen anything or have heard of anything, please send it my way. I'd love to know what's going on there. So pay attention, be diligent. Make sure that you're educating your people. Talk to your administrative staff, people that are processing orders, anybody who's answering emails or opening emails on your behalf of your company. Make sure that they know that they really need to take a look. Any email where they're clicking a link or opening an attachment, they need to pay close attention to. So my name is Chris Morrissey. I'm the owner of Proforma Big Dog Branding. Make it a great day.